It's Chris Van here with a quick guide to Facebook pages. Once you've logged into your Facebook profile, you can access pages you're an admin of from over here on the left. Once you click one, you'll be taken through to the page. Now with this new admin panel, you can get a good sense of most of the stuff that's going on your page straight from here. You can access any direct messages to your page and respond from this section, or you can click the See All to see all messages directed to your page. You can see some notifications, some recent activity of your page, new likes, and you can get some insights. See how many people have been reached. These people are sort of individual people that have sort of seen a message by the page. That's what this is all about. If we scroll down, we can do a status update as the page, or we can upload a photo or video, or even produce an event, that kind of thing. From within this Manage button, we can edit the page, see the activity log, and see banned users. We can also select to use Facebook as the page. I'll explain this in a bit. We can build audience, so we can invite email contacts by sort of syncing with Hotmail or something like that. We can invite friends by just sort of selecting friends we have on Facebook, or just share the page on one of our pages or profiles. We can also create a paid forward ad. There's the help section. Also down here, we can do some other stuff. We can create an ad from here, share, etc. But more in particular, we can view the insights. So let's just have a look at the insights area for now. In this area, we can see exactly what's going on with our page. For example, our likes, our friends and fans, our total reach. And if you want a sort of explanation for each of these sort of different markers, you can actually hover over this question mark next to each one, and it'll actually tell you what they are about. So we can see likes. And once we sort of drill down into these sort of different areas here, we get much more precise sort of demographic information, as you can see. So you get to see sort of exactly where people are coming from, sort of their age and sex, and sort of where the like sources came from. So was it a mobile device? Was it sort of the like box or button? Was it a recommendation? Things like that. So we can see some really good information in here. So that's sort of the insights area. Going back to the page, we also have this menu available here, where we can list sort of a whole heap of different items. For example, we can have a customized page that people can go to and sort of fill out a form to be involved in a holiday or competition or sort of whatever's going on. This can also be sort of more sort of product based, where people can sort of view an altered version of your website through Facebook. Sort of a whole lot of different things we can do there. We can change the order of these buttons by selecting sort of swap position with, or we can sort of even uninstall the app or remove the sort of button altogether. Now it's important to have content rolling through your page, probably on a sort of once a day basis, and sort of different time each day. So, because lots of people use Facebook at a different time to other people, so you sort of want to be capturing your different traffic this way, or your different sort of markets. And I guess it's important to be engaging, because when people like or comment or interact with something on your page, it actually then shows up on their timeline for their friends to see, and that's sort of how the viral effect happens. With the content, it's sort of, I guess, important to not only use text stuff but also images and videos and stuff like that, so you engage with sort of more of your market, because some people will be more visually stimulated. Now, what about using Facebook as the page? As I mentioned earlier, up here on the Manage button, we have this Use Facebook as sort of the page name. Once we click this button, you'll see we'll no longer be sort of logged in as our personal account, and will actually be changed to sort of being logged in as the actual page, as you can see here. Now what this allows us to do is sort of go and interact with other pages, leave comments, like the pages, all that kind of thing. And it'll all be coming from the business page and not from sort of you directly. So this is quite handy in sort of making joint ventures and sort of marketing your pages for other similar pages, that kind of thing. You want to make sure that information you're leaving on other people's pages is sort of helpful and not just sort of saley stuff, because people actually have to authorize other comments and that kind of thing. So if they don't like it, they just won't let it appear. So provide good information that's actually going to be useful to their, I guess, page followers. Once you are done using Facebook as the page, you can simply click up here and switch back to using as yourself or another page if you like. So that's just a quick sort of brief guide to the Facebook page layout and sort of finding a way around and that kind of thing, and sort of what you can do with them. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.